Zay, for those that weren't here at the very beginning, we're joined by Zay, who was here before. He's now here again. Zay, with Horace, Zay, what we need to do to get black men and women back together, bro?
I think my guys classed it up good. First and foremost, we gotta just want to be there. I think it's a very simple answer, but it's not easy to do. People don't want to put forth the work, and that's why it's not happening. Simple as that. I mean, if we want to sit and complain about this side ain't doing that or this side ain't doing this, you're worrying about the problem. You're not worrying about the solution. So as my guys alluded to, you're not gonna ever get a championship ring. My boy, Dallas Cowboy fan, and he talked down on me. He got all the money, but we ain't got no ring. And that takes a lot for a man to do. So you got to understand that, ladies. When a man is telling you that, come to the table as a team player. We're not trying to tell you what to do. We're just trying to tell you which direction we like to go. If that's not the direction, then get off the bus. You know what I'm saying? And find the bus that's going in the need. But just find the bus. But don't talk about the bus that's going the opposite way. Has nothing to do with your purpose. It just didn't work out for you. Work on what's gonna work, and that be it. I think that's the simple part to it. The hard part is doing it. So
y'all have it seems to be a relatively provocative question. I'll let one of y'all brothers take it.
Oh snap! Look, no, Jackie, we're not doing that shit. We do not have sole ownership on cheating, Jackie. We do not. Women cheat as much as men do. We are no longer carrying the cheating mantle. No more. You said a queen. A queen is a woman married to a king. You are not a queen until you are married to a king. That's just how it is. And then she said highly educated. And lastly, she said best sex in bed. I don't know. I don't know. You may want to humble yourself, Jackie.
For those that weren't live, there's a question on the screen from Jackie Red 489 that says, why men cheat on a queen that have a high amount of education, at home, the best sex in bed? What is the problem? That's the question. Horace, take it, bro.
That's what she said. Listen, sometimes that was a good one. Listen, sometimes I just think,
what is the problem, Horace?
Yeah, I think a lot of times to answer her a little more softer. A lot of times people are using that to define themselves. So those things that she is talking about, like the education, all those things, how does that translate to me? Like those might not be tangibles that I really, for me as a man, no matter what my education is or my earning power, I'm still gonna be the man. So she can have the degrees and all that success, right? But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be the man, and I need her to be a woman. I'm looking for her feminine energy. So I need the things that are tangible. Like I need the things that are important to me as a mate. All that other stuff, you can't let that define you. And oftentimes that's all they say. They've gotten lost. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. I make this amount. Men don't care about none of that. We don't care about none of that. I can spend a night with you, but how do I want to spend a day with you? Do I want to take trips with you? Can I pray with you? Do I feel safe with you? If I get hurt, do I think you're gonna pull a plug on me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
I think women look at cheating different than men. I think the biggest sacrifice a man gonna make is not having multiple women. And I think that just gets brushed under the rug as something easily a man should do once he love a woman. And I think that right now, Dr. Todd, you stay in Atlanta, you can attest to this. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we always go away from the, but when it's 7-1, and you stay in a city where like 95% of the professionals who are black stay in Washington, Atlanta, and Houston. So now all the successful, fine, everything black women come to one section, right? All of them ego tell them they're the best of the best. So all of them have degrees. All of them look good. All of them in the gym. But all of them think they're better than each other. The world statistics tell you that it's already 3-1. So now you go and make it quintessentially 9-1 and says, hey, just because you like me, it should be easy for you just to deny all the 8 women. all them 8 other women. Not including that the LGBT community increases your straight community to like 15 to 1. But you don't look at that like of how hard. I'm not saying it's a right or wrong, but that's just not a walk in the park. Be like, well, you know, it's easy. I like you. And that's enough to restrain all these distractions in the world. Because everything you think you have is 21 women who have it. And they don't know your downs. So every time they meet me, they see the best of Mario. They don't see the snoring. They don't see the aggravated. They don't see that. They see the best. They're giving me their best. And you not giving me your best as much no more because you understanding is every day, every day. So I think women need to understand that sometimes too. Like sometimes men don't just cheat because we just low down dirty dogs. I think sometimes we cheat because you only as good as your opportunity. Like people don't go from job to job to job with no degrees, who are sorry ass employee, who can't who have no articulate skills. People who skip from job to job to job and level to level are mostly probably the best employee.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that's
y'all got another question out here. I'll let one of you, Chris, you were about to speak. Go ahead and take it. Or Horace or Zay, one of y'all take it.
Nah, that's a Mario Chris question.
Go ahead.
When is a good time to speak on men insecurities?
There we go again.
I think
we always do this.
Stop triggering
Look,
Chris.
all of these women on this live.
Well, listen, do not trigger Chris because I see look at the face he has right now, people.
Dog, all of these women on this live ain't damn one of them saying nothing positive. Look through the messages, dog. That's the problem. None of us say nothing positive. This is 4 men on the 5 men on the camera that they did shit to nail one of y'all. But y'all can't say nothing positive about none of us. God damn, ladies, that's what you need to chill out with. Chill that shit out, man.
Well, I think that's indicative of the men. I think that's indicative of the men they have in their circle. Because if I was on a show, we would be on the doctors, the Chambers sisters. And I speak so highly of black women because I'm surrounded by highly intelligent, beautiful black women. So I always think to myself, when I see women that constantly always asking men questions of why men so bad, why men so negative, why men so bad this, then that's the men you know. And maybe you need to stop, maybe you need to know some better men. Because we're, from the beginning of this show, including Dr. TAJ, we've been telling you, this is a group of successful and very good, highly raised men. But you steady asking us to speak for the less than, or the lowest version of ourselves, when we honestly don't coincide with them people. I can't tell you why a crackhead smoke crack. I never did.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I appreciate the question if it's sincere.
I'm gonna share something with y'all too, man. One of the things me and my crew have talked about historically over the years is I went to school here in Atlanta, and I went to Morehouse, surrounded by women. If y'all lived in Atlanta, you know Spelman right there, Clark right there, Morris Brown right there, Atlanta Metro, Agnes Scott, Emory, walking down the street, Lenox, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But anywhere. But particularly in college, I remember distinctly. And again, man, the truth hurts sometimes, but we still got to tell it, right?
Right.
When we were in undergrad, a lot of the baddest women that everybody wanted to get with, they was only dating cats that had a lot of money. They was dating Andre Rison, Jermaine Dupri, Bobby Brown, whoever, whoever at the time. And what their thing was, I'm young, I'm beautiful, I'm smart. Couldn't nobody say nothing to them about it. You 20, you fine, you got your pick, right? But then when we left undergrad and you went off to the job force or to higher education, you see that the number of brothers is so small. And they look around and was like, damn, I should have damn got with that smart dude or that nerd or whoever, the dude with the bucket, but now, Andre Rison done moved on with Left Eye. You know what I'm saying? And everybody doing their thing. Bobby Brown and got with Whitney, and you get out of your 30s and everything changes. You know what I'm saying? You got a little paper as a man, and you like, damn, I can not only date people in my age group, but I can go 10 years lower if need be. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in situations where sisters that were in undergrad with me, they were like, brothers just ain't ready, man. You know what I'm saying? We ready to settle down, ain't ready. I'm like, no, y'all weren't ready when they were ready. You know what I'm saying? And now that I say you, when you had a chance, you were young and fine, and you maximized that. But now the brother got a little change. He not a knucklehead. He ain't in and out of jail, and he can date who he want. Why is that a problem? So I ask y'all, Black Super Friends, why is there a double standard historically in that regard? Why is there no understanding?
I'm gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna take it first because they're gonna clean it up. One, a lot of people live in fantasy land. Every woman, everybody fine now, but every woman thinks she's the finest. She's finer than the other one, right? And the reality is, you might be fine from 25 to 30, but like every year, there's a new draft class coming in. And so at some point, you only have your moment in the sun, you know? But I overall say now, you know, we got the city girls era, which is a different story, but 90% of women want the same 10% of guys. And that's just the reality. There's some good dudes out there, but fantasy, like, I know people that want this guy. Like, if you want this guy, he look good, he fits their image. They fits the fantasy. But there's a lot of good brothers out here that they swerve on. Then they want to double back on. And that same dude stopped and rise. Now he got his pick of he got his picks. He don't want it no more. Like, his stock and went up. And it's a different game.
Zay, are you married?
I'm not.
Okay. Brothers, who's the youngest person on here?
It'd probably be
Mario?
Who?
Mario's younger than me.
Mario, are you in your 40s yet?
Yeah, I just turned 40.
So we all in our 40s.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
It's a little different in our 40s than it was in our 30s.
Come on.
Do y'all think, what is y'all perspective, man, if y'all were talking to women, because this room full of women, what do women need to know if they're single to land? What do they need to be proficient in, or what do they need to do to land a good brother? Or what do they need to understand about us?
Well, I've never tried to get land a good brother, so I don't know. All I can tell you is I think that find out what men in general want and what men in specific, what the men that you like want. In general, I think we want cooperation. We want respect. We want sex, and we want someone that we can trust. That's just basically what it is. So now once you really home in on those fundamental things, then you can branch out to things what that specific man wants. A lot of men, just like you were saying before, when a man gets to a certain status, his taste is a little bit better. That's why I think that, going back on your other question, I think it's like that because it's supposed to be. Taj, I don't think you would be able to do nothing with a fine ass woman that in 20 undergrad. You'll be having your nose up her ass all the time and not focusing on what you need to do. You need to spend those 10 to 20, from 20 to 30, building your empire. You're better suitable to have the most attractive woman you ever had in your life when your pockets got right and when you're in your 40s and all this other stuff. You're more suitable for that. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that's nature that makes it so it's harder for us when we're young, because we're supposed to spend that decade building our life. You know what I'm saying? So as far as what women need to do, I don't know. I have no idea. I think that women need to realize or understand what we generally want, and then what we specifically want.
I think you gotta want. I think it go back to, I'm gonna keep saying the same thing. You gotta value marriage. I think that a lot of the black people are broken, right? So a lot of us didn't grow up getting the rhetoric that if you win, or it's a trophy, or it's an accomplishment to be married. So men, we gonna try to get as much money as we can, and so do black women. Then at a younger age, they're trying to get as much money, and everybody trying to win and not trying to partnership. Sometimes I see it, I go to work, I see like, man, look at this dorky white dude with this white woman. I'll be like, oh, she went in for they met in college. So what did she see him in college? You know why? Because her mom and dad met in college. And her dad looked like that. See, so it's always been a vision or a want to be married. So then she's getting bred and taught and fed that, hey, her mom, when she go home for Thanksgiving, is saying, yeah, I know you like Ricky who ride the Harley. But hey, Jeffrey over there, you know, that's gonna be, see, nope. When we come home, we drinking, having fun, and going to the club for Thanksgiving and going back to school. This ain't just by nature that this is happening. This is our community. Like, my daughter's in college. When she come home right now, I'm talking to her about kingdom building. I'm not only talking to her about being successful in school, I'm teaching her, like, as a man, that right there is not appeasing for a woman. Make sure you're not looking at the dudes like this. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's getting taught to us. And by the time we get to the level of money and all that, we so competitive with each other, we just so far apart. I think that's what it is. I think we need to really focus. And then the ones before us, we couldn't do nothing about. But all of us have kids. So what we can do is help the next generation to grow up and say, marriage matters. At a young age, marriage matters.
I'm gonna talk before Zay go, for the women, I would say this. Listen to me good. This is just simple. Over the top. Change your habits. Women, you have a routine, but change your habits. Stop by a cigar bar. You know what I mean? Go to the gym. Whether before work or after work, you're gonna meet guys that's disciplined. The guy you're looking for might be at the gym. Go to the cigar bar and just sit in there. You might strike up a conversation. And the reason I said that, at the end of the day, a lot of times I know my female friends judge a man. They still got their eye. It's about this guy. He looks like my guy. But the guy that don't look like their guy, they judge him. They dismiss him. Try having a conversation with a guy. Give him one conversation, because oftentimes you might find yourself intrigued on this conversation, and then you find some attraction through this man's mind, his conversation, the way he thinks. Because at the end of the day, when you're looking for marriage, you're looking for security. See, stop looking for that perfect picture. Or do you want a perfect picture, or do you want somebody that actually values you and wants to be with you? There's a dude out there that's going to treat her right. He might not be the muscle guy. He don't got the six. He ain't 6 feet. He ain't got the 6-pack, and he ain't making 6 figures. But he's a dude that's going to give you his earnest attempt to love you and give you everything he got. That's simple.
So Horace, playing devil's advocate, because I know a couple of these women in this room tonight. To play devil's advocate, are you willing to date women that are not your type?
Yeah.
Hey, say that again. Say that one more time. Say it one more time.
Are you willing to date women that are not your type and look at, and try to discover their mind and soul and look past the things that you want?
Listen, what you say, Zay? Tell him.
But Big Horace Towns, that's a long time ago. He said you might find some good stuff in ugly places. So you better stop looking at the cover, you know what I mean? Because she might be the one for you. She just might don't look like the one for you on the outside, you know. That's something his father taught us when we were kids, adolescents.
Yeah. So I'm trying.
I never heard him say it.
Everybody in Palm Beach, in South Florida, everybody fine. Everybody getting surgeries. They're getting new teeth. Everybody. You know what I mean? So in reality, I really want, and we argue about this on the show all the time.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want Broomhilda. I don't want nothing hideous. But a woman that loves herself and gives all that vibe, I can rock with that. Hell, the last couple of days I was on wasn't magnificent, but I tell them all the time, I'm looking for somebody, man, I can spend the day with, take a trip with, pray with, help me to continue to develop who I am. I ain't saying I'm goddamn going with Precious, but I don't put the biggest value on looks, and they say it's cap, but it's
You ready? Blow the whistle.
I just happened to date.
I said sombrero. I said, man, not only is it cap, it's the biggest cap you can find. The Dallas Cowboys.
Biggest.
I think it sounds good, and I think what he said is I don't have to get a supermodel, but I still want a 9.
To me,
what you just want a woman to do is go look at the 3 who's sitting in the corner, who brilliant and got good attitude.
That's what I'm asking,
Right.
Mari.
No.
That's exactly what
Right.
I'm asking.
Exactly. That's what you asked.
That's what you just said. No,
That's what I'm asking.
You don't want Precious, but you want her to look at a smart Precious that has a good attitude.
Is that fair to women, y'all? Is that fair to women?
No, fuck no.
Yes.
Ladies, is that fair to y'all? Can y'all type in y'all comments?
bro, we're not saying Precious, but I'm saying women. They're not realistic. Every female feel like she should get that guy. It's only 10% of that guy. And people are holding out for that guy. And shit, 40, 50. Like, wait a minute, chick. Like, how far you gonna chase this? Because I know a lot of amazing women who holding out for these guys. And them guys ain't in no rush because I got all these women.
But I think the problem not even that them holding out. The problem is, are you that woman? See, I think right now, think about what you said to be realistic. Like, right now, Beyonce is Beyonce. Like, Beyonce is not a computer program. That's a real woman. Touch, pee, shit, like that's a real woman. So when you saying I'm the baddest in it, no, you know these women do exist. So the same men that you want are looking at these women too. So I understand by far, I'm not the finest guy in the world. So I understand. Men are more understanding. So I understand you have levels of people you say like, okay, that's around that area. I think what happened with, if you want to be the guy who dates the girl who dates Andre Rison, well, you need to be in the gym 9 times a week. You need to be okay with him cheating, and you need to be not a problem. If you're gonna be that person, you will probably get one of those men. But you can't work 40 hours a week, be tired when you come home to cook, only do your hair on special occasions, the gym, and say, well, I make 120,000 and I don't cheat, so I deserve the president of the United States. No, fuck no, that's not enough.
Bro, Kevin Samuels gave it to us. Mario too. Bro, put your best product forward.
Right. Because most athletes, you know what statistics say? Most athletes over 25 or entertainers are married. So it's somebody out there who being a bad bitch. But you know what she doing? She okay with him every now and again stepping out. She might not admit it, but she okay with it. She is fucking on the dime. She is looking to kill, unless that's his high school start, to go. And then, Taj, think about this, and I'm gonna let all the other fellas talk and I'm gonna shut up. Look what women do. Savannah James have been with LeBron James all his life. And everybody swear to God they want Sierra's prep. But nobody fucking wants Savannah James prep. Nobody. Because she's not glamorous. Because she's not on Forbes. So women do it to themselves. You swear to God you want Sierra's prep. After she done been through Future, been through Bow Wow, because they see themselves in it. They see all the fuck-ups. But when you see a woman who I'm just being a good mama. I'm just being a good wife. I'm being a great helpmate. Nobody idolizes her.
Do you, Mario, Chris, Zay, and Horace, do y'all think that the content is outmoded? Or do you think that the helpmate needs to show up and show out?
No, I think it's undervalued. Because I think when women hear helpmate, they hear second tier. They hear second tier beneath. They hear those words coincide in their head. I ain't following no man. I ain't being beneath nobody. Because as soon as you say helpmate, they instantly think it's a negative term. And they start thinking of all the derogatory terms that can coincide with it. When it's meant to be the strongest part of everything, because you're the thing, when the head gets heavy, you hold it up. But they don't look at it like that. And I think that goes back to our black young women are not getting groomed to be wives. They're being groomed to be CEOs.
Yep, get the bag. I think we spoke on this on our show before. My aunt used to teach my cousins. Her husband, which would be my uncle, is the head of the household, but she's the neck. He can't do this or this without her. And she groomed them on that. So I think a lot of women with the men not being inside the household had to be strong. I think Horace was talking about grandmother's house earlier. A lot of women see that perception, oh, that was grandmother's house. didn't realize that grandfather broke his back for it, and they want to strive to be grandma because grandma was the centerpiece that everyone saw. While grandfather was probably at work or probably, was no longer in the picture. So they don't see that I need to be this part of strong so that I can have a head, so I don't have to do what my grandmother did. And we get lost in that sauce right there. So Mario might be right. They're not talking about the right things when they come home on college break. They hanging out, and they think that's what life boys be.
What do y'all think? I got, as we all do, some family members that are younger and trying to find a way. And being older, I just kind of feel like it's up to us, particularly if they don't have no daddy, to try to transmit some of the things that should make up their constitution and life skills, like balancing a checkbook. You know what I'm saying? Showing up on time, treating people cool. You know what I'm saying? Like real life stuff. What do y'all think that we should be teaching our young men right now to make them suitable mates for these women out here so that the women will want to follow a man like them?
Communication, emotion control, controlling your emotions, and conflict resolution, without violence. That's probably some of the biggest things I think that us as Black, especially young men, need to learn coming up. It's not soft or less than a man for you to communicate clearly what's going on. We have a hard time, not all, but most Black men have a hard time clearly communicating what they are actually thinking. Then when it comes to conflict resolution, we've been hearing man, fight, and girlfriend since before we could remember. So when something is not aligning with our vision or judgment, we think that we got to knock the crap out of them in order for you to get it. Hell, this is what happened to us when we were kids. You try to do homework with a Black mom, and you told her about the wrong amount of apples, you got caught across the head. So when you're communicating something to someone and they're not getting it, you think you need to knock the shit out of them. Excuse the French. And then conflict resolution, like I said, without violence. Having a conversation. One of the things that I've learned as of late is it's the hardest thing to have a conversation, hard conversations, and come to a resolution. Again, like I said, I noticed that people just like to get stuck on the problem and how I felt, which is emotional. I might be wrong in my judgment of it, but I feel like a lot of us young men come from single parent homes. We saw our mothers lead, like I alluded to before. So we don't even realize that we have a lot of mannerisms of women. When you hear women, oh, these men are acting like bitches. Well, look back and see who was raising them, right? And you'll start to see that. But then as you get older, you start to realize why those older guys really didn't say too much. They knew it was going to run their blood pressure up, give them a headache, and it really wasn't worth it at the end of the day. So they were cool-handed. They understood how to control their emotions, and they were going to get the job done anyway. And a lot of young men don't understand it. That's why I think they resort to violence when they feel like, oh, I ain't being heard or I'm being disrespected. Don't even understand what respect really is all about. So that's some of the things that I see.
Well, for me, I think that we have to understand that us men is our power base. So we have to change the way we think of men. We got to take all this negative thoughts away from men that we've picked up throughout the years. We have to stop talking down on men. We have to stop taking pleasure in killing or taking something from a man. Because again, if me and Horace, let's just say you put me and Demario or me and Zay or me and Horace on an island, I'm safe because I got somebody here that's willing to fight for me, that's willing to do anything it takes to get off this island. And if you look at life, if men go through life like that, saying, I got another man, what can two men cannot accomplish together, working together? Then you add another guy, then you add another one. That we are our own power base. And the problem is we don't harness the power of man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you might be getting a house. Okay, well, I know how to do tile. I know how to put in windows. We have to understand that the next man is the one that can help you out. So there's no need to help him, no need to hate him, there's no need to want to kill him, there's no need to want to take anything from screw his lady screw his wife. You don't need to do that because he could be the person that will get you to the next position.
Has anybody ever been cheated on?
Every time, all the time.
Whether we,
How did y'all respond to that, and how did y'all find out?
I want to tell you something. We had the pleasure, God saw fit, that he put a man named JT Money in our lives. So the fact that a lot of us we grew up in the latchkey era. So a lot of us, whether we came from single parents or broken home, we had each other. And we hung, hey, get up in the day, we gone. We might be at the beach. We're together every day. So we help raise ourselves. But through music, that's why people say music is important. Through music, man, you're not familiar with JT Money. But JT Money,
with Luke and Trick.
Bro, that was like our Bible when it came. It kind of taught us some toxic ways, but it damn sure made sure we didn't get played. So that was a big part of us growing up, man, that I damn sure appreciate the message from the Uncle JT.
Now, I was not expecting you to say that JT Money was influential in y'all's life. How did y'all meet JT Money?
We met him several times. We put on productions too. So he done came down here and performed live and everything. But yeah, met him through tape first. And then as we molded into the entrepreneurs that we are, we ended up doing venues where he came and actually performed. So we did get to have conversations, smoke cigars with him, and tap into some South Florida knowledge.
But the message, music.
That's so cool. And y'all from Florida too, and y'all in y'all 40s. So I have to ask y'all, because I feel like I need to test y'all's bona fides.
Yeah.
Name the 4 members of the legendary 2 Live Crew.
How you playing?
Which one you want?
Yeah.
Which one you want?
Well, better yet, all right, that's an insult to Florida. Who's y'all's favorite one? Is it Brother Marquise? Is it Fresh Kid Ice? Is it Mr. Mix? Or is it Luke?
I gotta go with Luke. Luke was there was Luke dancers. There wasn't Kid Ice dancers. So I'm gonna go with Luke. I know when the name Luke, Uncle Luke Skywalker, that name is synonymous down here. So I can't go over anybody. I gotta pick Luke, Uncle Luke.
Yeah, and Uncle Luke through me, he opened up a strip club. I'm gonna say Luke too. He opened up a strip club, very nice establishment in Riviera Beach, Florida, and threw me one of my listen. I came in, it was grand opening night, and a bunch of my homeboys in there, and I said, man, it's my birthday. This man, I'm just an average Joe, and he rolled out the red carpet. Said, it's my next birthday. When I tell you, Todd, I never had a night like I had. Jesus Christ, just he gave me the Uncle Luke experience.
Dang!
I never seen it coming. I just like, Jesus, the blessings. This is I live to tell my great grandkids about this night.
That's what I love about being from the South. Cause see, me and Nenny, if y'all, I don't know if y'all know Nenny, but Nenny, my homegirl, she got a show. Chris is on a show. Chris, I hear y'all dating.
We do. I hit you.
Question we still.
People don't remember though, man. Back in the 80s, man, you know, all you had was New York. Then you had Florida. Yep. You had Magic Mike, Luke, 2 Live Crew, all of that, man. You know, back in the day, then later Splat Pack was down there. What was it like growing up? Because honestly, man, even in Atlanta before Dungeon Family and them, Booty Shake.
Yeah, there was a lot of okay.
Absolutely. When you think about it like this, the explosion of hip hop, what people would say since the beginning, but the explosion of hip hop came from NWA. That's what. But at the same time, Luke and 2 Live Crew was going on. We was one of the originators of putting explicit music on wax. Now, if you take the same Booty Shake music that was an up tempo, if you slow that down a little bit, years later it turns into crunk. Crunk crunk with gangster in it turns into trap. So it's almost like we're a part of the evolution after the hip hop became big with NWA. A lot of that origin of stuff of just explicit music, slowed down booty shake to trap came from us. At least that's how I look at it.
And not to mention, Luke doesn't get any credit for it publicly, but if it wasn't for Luke, there would not
do it.
Person on any wax CD, anything that they got going on right now, banned in the USA. Remember, that's how the advisory warnings got put onto the labels, got put onto the CD. It was Luke. So
that's right. That's exactly right. He won that lawsuit.
That's right.
We had the best party. South Florida culture, man, from the verts to the don'ts to the music, the house parties, the block parties. Us getting in the car from Revere, sliding down to Miami to get our music, our rims, our clothes, get a jam ponytail. Bro, our culture, our childhood was amazing.
And don't forget Black College Reunion in Daytona.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I wasn't even old enough.
Kyle, you don't know nothing about that. Stop shaking your head.
I've only heard about it. And I'm sitting here trying to imagine it, Chris.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
You went to Freaknik before?
Hey, listen.
I was here at Freaknik.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was in college during Freaknik.
It's on the same level.
Reunion while I was in high school.
Oh, that's crazy. That's what I want to know, y'all. When y'all were growing up,
yes,
high school, what's a typical night for y'all? Describe this. We want to know what it's like to be in, y'all from South Florida?
Yeah.
Palm Beach.
South Florida, in the fall, y'all in high school, what y'all listening to? What you riding around in? What y'all going to do?
Outcast or Tupac, maybe 8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah.
We're definitely, a Friday night, we're definitely going to a Suncoast football game. Everybody and their mama going to be there. You're going to be fresh from head to toe. You got $5 in your pocket, because $5 to $10 went a long way. If you had $20, you were the man. Just know that. We're going to the football game. We're going to Checkers afterwards. They don't know about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know about Checkers.
We learn
gas station sold us liquor
for free.
You know, I never got carded until I moved out of South Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Y'all could drink liquor when you was young?
Oh, yeah.
No, we couldn't.
What is this you speak of?
Or get in strip clubs, but we did.
Yeah.
Of course not. Of course not.
I'm gonna keep it real though, man. I wasn't done. Them boys was off the porch long before me, man. When I was in high school, it was sports, books. You know what I'm saying? I was square back then. I didn't get off the chain until I went to college, to be honest with you. So for me, it wasn't the same. Them boys hung out. Them boys was out here, but it took me a little time to jump off the porch.
Bro, we were dropping cars. Somebody might say it's a party in Tampa, man. Listen, all of us had, this is the thing, most people had dropped. One time, we all had new cars. I had a Honda, Zay had a Honda, Mario had an Acura. We pulling up on the block with new whips, Space Age.
High school.
We changed the game.
I'll tell you this, my 11th grade year, Chris said, hey, man, y'all should come up here. I drove to Orlando, me and his brother, my 11th grade year. Told my mama, y'all finna go hang with Chris for the summer. And never back.
Yeah. And see, he was the problem. He was the reason why I got off the chain. I had graduated high school. I came up to Orlando to go to school and shit. And then, everything going cool. Then him, my brother, and another guy came up here. I was rapping at the time. So, but now I got like an army with me. I know that if anything happened, they gonna fight, and we ready at any point in time. I went crazy. I went nuts, dude. I felt like nobody could do anything.
Who were you rapping for though, Chris?
Huh?
Who were you rapping for though?
What you mean?
Who were you rapping for?
In the beginning, it was just, for the love.
But when you got up there, who did you make it to the ranks of?
We had a situation with Maybach Music in the post.
God has blessed us, is what I'm saying, Dr. Taj. I'm thinking about, as he calls Hardy his bad influence, my brother right here had me in Club Hennessy.
Oh yeah, this is the worst.
Club Hennessy?
Yes.
Where was Club Hennessy at, y'all?
Oh man, that's right in the heart of Revere Beach. Right on the edge of the water.
I know that was live. I know it was live.
Told you about it. And the thing about it is, it's so funny because years later on IG, what we on now, they have a meme or a little skit where they played back where Outcast came to this club in Revere Beach, Florida. And the funny part about it is I was there. they came. This is before everybody liked Outcast, and so who is these niggas on stage? They throwing Heineken bottles at them the whole 9 yards.
Dang.
I actually witnessed that. So with this gentleman right here,
How many bottles did you throw, Zay?
not a one. I actually like Outcast. I was ashamed to know that they would even do those guys like that. Now to see where they are. Dang.
What's your favorite Outcast song?
Oh man, it got to be off the Equimini album, maybe Liberation. I'm a beats and chords man, so you know I like all that funky stuff that they got. But I can go to any album, man. But Liberation or Equimini is definitely gonna be it for me.
That's lit. Y'all don't know nothing about Liberation.
Baby, I want that.
I love that. I love that. 9-month rule. I mean, 3-month rule. 90-day rule.
That.
Outdated or not?
I ain't never did that shit in my life, so I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't never did it, and nobody ever put me through it.
What is that?
And she don't dare tell me we're doing it.
That is a threat. Need to report her.
That's a terrorist threat, and we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Oh, damn it.
Y'all, the ladies in the room, is there any value to the 90-day rule? I know that y'all have discussed that on y'all's show, and it was a hot button topic, if I recall. Horace, what do you? Everybody, get your opinion on it. Go on record.
Listen, we give it to you raw to help you. The 90 rule that if you tell me that you just hurt yourself. So now I'm looking at how you thinking, right? We in the moment, and you talking about 30 days or 90 days, right? Second of all, if you tell a man, listen, right now my value high. I got some teeth in my mouth. I got some money in my pocket. Any dude with a little some teeth and some money can get them some women. So you gonna tell me I gotta wait 90 days? So the true player out here, all he gonna do is be hitting something else for 90 days until his payday come.
Makes sense.
And cash in on the box that you've been holding out of. But he's gonna cash in because of the time he's invested. But then he act because he like the chick tried me. Talking about 90 days. Dang. That's Horace Towns' opinion.
Dang. Nesquick89 says, hell no, that's crazy. What if the D ain't good and now you waited 90 days for nothing?
That's what we say.
I believe that's what they saying, Nesquick.
I got reviews on Yelp. I'm good.
Yeah.
What women say, because women always say it's an emotional thing, right? So I think women only stand a chance to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Because in 90 days, if I feel like you gave me that rule and you actually, and I know that, oh, now you finna get flowers every week. You finna get phone call extended. You finna get movies and all that. So now you're going to get attached to me. What happened in 90 days when it was all a game to me? And once I found out it was a game to you, 90 days later, it was a game to me, but now you don't fell in love. And so now, 90 days, I fought a couple times and I'm gone. So your 90-day rule backfired on you because now you're emotionally attached to me, but it was all a game because you played with me when you implemented this 90-day rule when I was genuinely trying to get to know you from the start and move however we supposed to move. So I always tell people like that 90-day rule from what women say, they go emotionally. So it only hurts you because 90 days of a nigga actually doing what he's supposed to do gonna make you love or fall for him. But what happened if it's all a game?
I love it. I love it. Where do y'all see the Black Superfriends a year from now, 2 years from now?
That's crazy. We just had that conversation. The moon, Pluto.
If we can hold on to Horace, I think we're gonna go with his leadership. I think in what he brings to the table, man. I think the sky's the limit. To be honest with you, we had a little slip up in the road. You know what I'm saying? We had some things that we had to hash out, but I think with his vision and his leadership, I think that a year, I see us as. I put like those two guys are already getting paid to talk, and I think that is amazing. I think that is amazing that somebody would come to see you, not to dribble a basketball, not to rap, not to shuck and jive in front of somebody, but just to pay a ticket to hear you talk. I think it was amazing what those guys was able to accomplish Wednesday, and I see more of that, to be honest with
you. Would y'all do reality TV?
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think about that as a platform? I mean, as a vehicle, even not necessarily for y'all, but as a TV product. What do y'all think?
If it's God's will, I don't see why not, because you don't know how God gonna bless you, and it depends on, obviously it would have to depend on the platform that they're trying to get us to promote, to say we're going there. But if that's the avenue that God give us, I think we're right on there, and we're just gonna be ourselves. That's, as Chris alluded to in the beginning, this thing started under a light pole in front of my house or Mario's house, into where we moved and advanced and went to what we used to call the forum. If you guys remember that, we used to actually get together, go to Publix, buy chicken, sit down and powwow, both us 4 guys and some more of us, even women included, as Chris said, from the church. They would come because they were intrigued with us because we were the rebels, pretty much. Like we kind of thought outside of the box at an early age, and then we just kind of kept on progressing. So to see us now, people that don't know us chime in from all over the place on the conversation that we just have with each other is huge. I think that we can do a whole lot more too. And like you said, it's raw, it's real. We crack jokes, tell real stuff, heck, cuss each other out, get back, but we show, real bond, not that fake love that the world sees right now. Oh, this person made me mad, I cut him off, I ain't talking to him anymore. He joking made me mad last week, I cussed him out and I'm over his house right now. It don't matter, I'm going to fridge when we get off.
Yeah, I think reality TV is horrible for our culture. It's horrible for Black culture. It's horrible for Black families. I think that's what's just destroyed a whole lot. But at the same time, if we can take reality TV and actually put a decent product on, or something that you can say, well, at least I know one show that, could be positive, then I can entertain it. Because at the end of the day, you got 4 black men, 4 straight black men, successful black men that have overcome urban childhood issues and the streets to become who we are. I think shout out to the pivot with Fred Taylor, from my hometown. Shit, I would name a couple podcasts, but I know we top 5. We got people, when I look at our rates, we got people tuning in from Ghana, Canada. So the fact that we got people that actually tune in from around the world, or the people that actually see us, hell, even more than that, just the everyday dudes that's still out there that come up to us at the corner store and say, bro, like, damn, I like what y'all talked about. You know what I mean? Bro, I was going through something, I needed that. That is just amazing. So I see us, I really have to get re-engaged because, like I said, we are real, but we just had a moment where I was like burnt out. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it anymore. And then Mario got there and kicked me in the ass. Chris did what he did, you know what I mean? But that's the kind of stuff that people don't get to see. We ain't doing on that Ray J type scripted stuff. You got 4 black men showing our growth and showing everyday stuff.
I think, just to piggyback on what Chris said, because Chris said exactly what it's going to take, right? Like, let's just be realistic. This is Horace's vision. Like I always tell him, the purpose is for him. Like, this is his leading us, right? He leading us. But we all brothers. And a lot of times people say that, and they say it in a cliche way. Listen, we argue, we fight, we do all that. And transparently we do that. We don't show you the best product of PC. We aggravate each other daily. And then we come back all the time. This is, but I think this is need to be seen on a big level, because you can see that a lot of black men don't know how to coincide with black men when they're on the. Like right now, you got 4 strong-minded men on a show every Monday that know how to agree to disagree and come back and talk and love each other still. And I think just that representation alone is going to needs to be Horace tutelage at the highest level, because like Chris said, like Horace said, like, we're going to show you our weakest points, but we're going to show you that no matter what, we still brothers.
Yeah, the show is really growing our relationship.
Dr. April, for a woman to be the queen, a king must die. So congratulations. You became a queen because a king died. Thank you. I love you. Thanks for the shout out.
But Dr.
Y'all watch the Chamber Show.
This show is grown our relationship as brothers. Listen, we actually, I can honestly say we actually know each other. I know Chris. I know Mark. Like, we dap each other and all that. But doing this show consistently, having these conversations, man, we've had some moments. So I can actually say, bro, it's taken our relationship as men to another level.
Do y'all have a final word that y'all want to? First of all, tell everybody when y'all show come on, where they can find it, so everybody, so the people that don't know.
Every Monday night, 9 p.m. We streaming on Facebook. We streaming on YouTube. We streaming on Apple Music. We streaming on Anchor. We're everywhere, man. So y'all just check us out every Monday night, and we're gonna have spin-off shows coming this season. But yeah, Monday Night Raw. We like to call it Monday Night Raw. But every Monday night, check us out.
Follow the page, the Black Superfriends podcast. You can find us on Facebook. You can also find us on IG as well, where we'll upload clips that keep you in tune with what we're doing next.
My vision is for all of them to have their own shows, and then, you know, we still got the network, kind of like New Edition. Bobby leave, and then BBD left, and then
and Wu-Tang.
All their shows are ready to go. It's just, you know, about that commitment, because each one of them have something unique. You know what I mean? You got the Date Doctor. You got Mario, who is a great example of a black man that loves his wife, his kids, married. Like, come on, man. And Zay, if you don't love him, he don't need your love. He love himself. God damn it.
Flash. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
But listen, when you walk in the room, people love his little chocolate tire. You know, they love him. You know, so hey, you can't.
Because he covered that with his chest out.
The games the other night, they did a great, not the selfish plug, but they represented on the highest level. They had a live show. Chris alluded to it earlier, but they had an actual live show. Women paid to come see these brothers have, and then listen to what they say. I think when you ask what was the next step, I think we've been trying to formulate that like a tour of some sort, that we can go from state to state, and actually what you giving us right now, we're gonna do this on the stage, so the interaction don't have to be on questions. It'll be actually in the audience with somebody asking the mic, and you can get then you can get the hills. I think everything else is getting brought to the forefront instead of, like Chris said, the foundation of what are men. So you get 4 examples of men in every aspect of their life, 4 different opinions. If you don't get the opinion or the knowledge that you want from us, then I don't know what other side, because all of us are different. But y'all live by a code of truth and honesty. So I think that's the highest level you get. So
I love that, fellas. I'm actually, it's funny, man. I'm thinking about, I was telling somebody today, man, maybe putting together a conference, or I've been thinking about that for a while, and just inviting people like my guests on the show, you know, and just inviting people from Metro Atlanta, you know, to come out, man, because I think that there's so many things that we can communicate to people out there. Everybody got a different lane, a different perspective. But going back to what somebody was saying earlier about black men linking up, we really need to link up our intellectual resources and our spiritual resources, you know what I'm saying, and share it, you know what I'm saying, with people, which is why it's important what y'all doing. And everybody, I just want to thank y'all again for coming on with me tonight, you know what I'm saying, and everybody, shout out each one of y'all's IG too, so everybody can follow y'all individually too, if that's what y'all want.
Go ahead, Chocolate. What are you doing? Come on.
Go ahead, Zay365. Zay_365.
I am the Horace Towns.
IG Chris Leo Show. Facebook Chris Leo. I don't know if we still using what's the Talk app? The Talk, I don't know what, I forgot what it's called. And my OnlyFans is Chris After Dark. Chris XXX After Dark.
Chris would be nasty after dark.
Chris would be nasty.
Yeah, mine is Super Mario _senior_. And shout out to the Chambers talk show too.
Yeah, you need to set up us a tour down there, a spot down there, Taj, man. Set that up for us. Come
Well, that's
down,
what I'm
chop it
saying.
up. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying.
Break bread.
If I do that, I definitely want y'all to come. That's what I'm saying. Y'all the first people I'm gonna put on there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, maybe in the next 6 months or so,
and try to do a little faster than that, because we all gotta come up there to see the Mario's baby, so we might as well try to make it happen all at the same time.
90 days.
Is your baby here or is on the way?
Oh no, I just got here, man. Dylan Maxwell Hardy, man, a little
Oh,
fighter.
congrats, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
How old is he?
2 weeks.
Dang, you ain't getting no kind of sleep.
Oh man, I'm running like a chicken with his head cut off. I was a little late. I apologize. Everybody know I hate to be late, so that's why I apologize.
That's such a blessing. That's such a blessing. Well, brothers, man, y'all have a nice night. And thank y'all again. The Black Super Friends podcast, y'all. Peace.